Stay with me until the end, because I'm quite sure that you are in the same situation that I am now. We are living now in this world that has forgotten that darkness is the absence of light, and that even roses with thorns also carry something very important, and you know what it is: love and tenderness. When I was a child in this body I inhabit, at only 3.5 years old, I began to ask questions, uncomfortable questions. But when I was getting close to 5 years old, one day I asked my mother, "Mom, tell me, who created death? Mom, who created suffering?" I told her that I remembered another life, and that speaking with no was like speaking with noise. And that is why I told her that for me it was a mystery trying to find out, because I asked questions, of course. But the answers took time. But they came one day, and I wondered, why did I see myself in a world that hurt? In a world that ate colors, fruits, delicacies that man made in the kitchen, but then the little belly became full and it hurt. And I saw that something lacking beauty was expelled from the body. I asked Mom, "Mom, why? Why has to be like that?" And I wondered, why did I see myself in a world that hurt? That day I touched the little belly again, which felt like an inflated ball, but a ball without color, a ball of skin. It was part of my human body, of the body that was a mystery to me. And when I realized that it filled up and hurt a while after eating Mom's delicious guava empanadas, the questions arrived. They splashed out of me. They fell one after another like rain between my hands. And I asked with amazement, but fearing the answer, "Mom, why do I believe that I am sleeping, and that this life is something from the past, or something that someone invented without my permission? Tell me. I want answers, Mom, because nobody answers my doubts. Someone has to answer, so please answer to me." The other children, they only want to play. It seems that they are happy as they are now, with a body that hurts, that gets sick, and that can also die. Like the bumblebee, or the butterfly, or the colibri, I still remember all them without their family in the middle of the garden. Well, that day I filled myself with courage and asked Mom. I felt embarrassed because she looked at me as if asking, and again, Leah Luz with another question. But I asked, "Who invented the body, Mama? Mommy, tell me please. Who? Who invented the body I saw in the mirror? That body that ate a mango, an orange, a guava, a sweet watermelon, cherries? Who? The same body that never changed color, despite having eaten colors and fragrances of fruits like avocado, mamey, mamoncillo, guanabana, or soursop? What happened to that color inside the body? I wanted to know. And of course, I asked my mother, who was teaching at school biology, and I also asked my aunt, a great neuroscientist. Both of them answered me the same thing. The bacteria in the body, they cause it. Everything decomposes. This is normal. But imagine when a little girl hears that there are bacteria inside the little body. But why do I need bacteria inside the body? Oh, normal, no? That I was asking something like that. But then, why do I have to be hungry? Was the next question. Because in my world, Mommy, where I was sure that I was a true body of light, transparent, another being, where nobody is born and nobody dies, where everything is infinite transparency. Well, there, where I come from, nobody eats anything because eating is lacking and eating is just chaos. It is noise. It is taking the life of another to fill yourself with its decomposition. For me, it was clear I was mistaken. It was as if someone had changed the station of the radio or the channel of the television, and I was projecting myself into the grown world. It is like an elephant waking up in the world of ants, or an ant waking up in the world of swans, and asking itself, why am I flying now? Well, now do you understand me, my friend? You that is listening to my story? I realized that something happened with my home or with me. And for the first time, I looked into Mom's eyes, into her pupils, full of the tenderness of someone who embraces with drops of honey. That was Mom's gaze, patient and calm. I looked at her and asked her if she also remembered having been different when she was a little girl, or if she believed she had been inside a dream, or if she wondered why she had to go to the bathroom, after eating. And the answer was, maybe I have forgotten. But how can you forget the light in the darkness? I asked. I always want to remember the beauty of my home, the melody instead of speaking, freedom instead of obeying, life without value placed on things, because life itself is already value. Why a life with value if everything is magnificence of infinite creation? Right? Do you see it also? Do you feel the same like me? Tell me, my friend, tell me. I knew where I came from, and I came from an eternal place without death, without birth, without pain, illness, and with transparency. A place without hunger, without thirst, without being thirsty, without crying, and a place of union, and freedom. But there it was, just in front of me. And someone was lying. Yes, the mirror. The mirror was just in front of me. And I could see myself now different. I know it feels like myself. I touch the body. I can cry. I can feel the taste of tears inside of my mouth, on my tongue. And I know this is also me. Of course I know. But someone was lying. The mirror, the gaze, life, or whoever invented this life, or the dream in which I am. The mirror revealed to me that I now looked different. Someone changed the station of the frequency of my existence. And I, by accident or by something sadder that I spare myself from mentioning, fell here into this life with a mother and a father, just like the feather fell in the middle of the river and the depth of its mystery. But then, Mom, tell me at once, am I the one in the mirror, right? I can feel it. Am I the one I touch because I can feel it too? Am I now the body that I am touching, right? Is that what I have to accept? But accepting is forgetting, Mom. And I will never forget who I am. Mom, never, never. Answer me. How can it be that I am this body when I remember having been another? What happened to the other one who was me? Is this a dream? Of course. Of course. When I heard the answer about bacteria, the answer whose purpose was acceptance, that I should accept, being the way I was now, something in me rebelled. Something in me started to protest. Something inside started to move. Was like a flame of truth. It was a spark, like the last spark of wood in the fire, trying to save the last of truth in it before the flames consume everything. The flames of reality. This reality where everybody has accepted to be different. Do you see? Do you see how important it is to rise and say, I see the world differently because I am different? And to fill yourself with courage to say, I am different. I rose as a little girl and said, I am different, Mom. And if I remember having been different, then this world has to be a dream, right? Then I have to be sleeping in my other home. But what happened to me? Did they give me something to make me sleep? Where is my other home now? Why am I here? And like that, I grew up without answers. But before I tell you what happened in my life, what changed my whole life here, Because the answers came. Oh yes, they came. But they came later. I want to tell you about the great revelation of the roses with thorns and about the fire. Because the fire was opening a window. Because the roses with thorns captured my attention when I was truly 3 years old, while I was playing in Mom's garden and she was making guava, delicious guava empanadas, a delicious dish that I'm always going to remember. If the story of my life, and this is just the beginning, is also your story, and if you also wonder why you accepted calling yourself a human being, when you remember a life without death and without suffering and without seeing your beloved beings going one after the other, and if you remember a home with crystals, colors, freedom, and without roots, without pain, without hunger, and without disease, and without trees that are without locomotion, a home of transparency where everything is calm and melody in the wind. And if you want to know what we are going to do, because there is something we can do, oh yes, with this reality that seems like a dream, if we want to be happy here too, because now we are here, you see, then nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Because you are here now and I'm here with you. I am Lia Luz and I invite you to light the lamp of truth and oscillate with light in my channel. Come, I invite you. Go out of this sadness you are feeling now. Come, subscribe. Let us change this world together because it is possible. Let us begin today, and everything is going to start with the date of your birthday. Oh yes, let us talk about it. Let us talk about this reality, and let us talk about your birthday. What do you think? Has something to do exactly when you were opening your eyes and notice, oh, I am inside of a human body now. I am inhabiting a human form. Let us talk about it. Come, I'm waiting for you.